All right, Dr. Digmajian with Prime Coral Labs, and the other day we took a look at this Montipora that was RTNing. Just the tip of it had RTN'd, and we dipped it and we got rid of about 98% of the philaster parasite. Today is 3 days later, and I left the coral in the tank for 2 days without touching it, and then we dipped it earlier today. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the microscopic examination of the tissue. And you can see here, this is coral tissue, and this is right at the zone of necrosis, where the necrosis was happening. This is skeleton, the white. These are basically very unhealthy tissue of the Montipora. You can see small little zooxanthella. Now, as we look at this margin, we see that there's very, very few philaster. As a matter of fact, I don't really see any at all. I saw one when I looked at the entire margin a little earlier. I'll turn the light down because it's a little bit overexposed. But once again, when we first examined this border zone on the Montipora 3 days ago, there were thousands and thousands of philasters. And today, after dipping the coral twice, once 3 days ago and once today, so skipping 2 days, you can see that we've basically gotten rid of probably 99% of the philaster. That's the RTN parasite. The parasite, protozoan parasite, it's microscopic, it's single cell organism, ciliated, basically eats coral tissue and zooxanthella, and it is the cause of rapid tissue necrosis, tissue loss, white band disease, white syndrome, basically every type of tissue loss that occurs on a coral reef and in our tanks where the coral tissue is dying off. This creature, this philaster, is found, I have found in over 600 samples now of RTN, 100% of the time. And through my experiments on Koch's postulates, I've proven by isolating the philaster from all RTNing corals, culturing it and reintroducing it to healthy corals, which then cause the same disease, tissue necrosis, and then re-isolating them. Once again, I've proven that philaster is the cause of coral rapid tissue necrosis. And the other things that I found are that other types of ciliates like euploides are the cause of slow tissue necrosis. And both philaster and the euploides are very sensitive to the Prime Coral Stop RTN dip and the in-tank treatment. So using both of them is your best opportunity to eradicate these ciliated protozoans from your system. Again, we're looking at the border, and I don't see any philasters. Earlier I saw one. So we went from about 10,000 down to about one with 2 dips.